All right, you can still see it in the ditch. I don't know. I accidentally, and there's two trees down, one on that side too. You can kind of see it there. I accidentally hit the stop button, so this is part two. As I was, whoa, getting it. As I was saying, I guess it wasn't Tim's Kim. I guess that was Tim that messaged me those pictures of Blue, and I haven't really made a video since hearing about Lenny. Since he called me about Lenny, I did make a video the next morning, and I ended up deleting it. I didn't mention Lenny. I just mentioned that traumatic things have happened to people we all know. So reach out to a mutual friend of ours, and send prayers. And a lot of people pretty much knew exactly what that meant, so I just deleted it because I didn't want to cause a bunch of fear and panic and stuff for people. But that sucked, man. That was a bad day. I can only imagine. I know how bad of a day it was for Tim and his family, especially for Tim. Tim, dude, I love you, bro. And that's heartbreaking, man. And, man, I was just withdrawn after I heard that. And so was, like, everyone in my family. That sucks, Obviously, nobody blames you. But it's tragic. And I'm so happy that Blue is still around. And Blue's a great dog, man. You can tell he looks just like his mom, yes. And he's he's like emotional like his mom too, And was there another car in the ditch just a second ago? I don't know, maybe. There's little trees down everywhere. Like there's another tree that fell down. But yeah, so I suppose that was Tim's new number. That's cool. I'll save it as T-Bone 5. Yeah. I guess before I let you go, I will recommend that you guys go watch the Sean Ryan Show. Andrew Bustamante is a great one. Chris Beck, I still say Kristen/Chris Beck. He's the transgender Navy SEAL who transitioned to a woman and transitioned back to a man. That's like a 5-hour interview. I would strongly recommend watching this interview. Maybe it hits me a little different because I'm kind of dealing with some of these issues in my own house. But, like to an extent. But what a fascinating, and if you have an open mind and you understand psychology of people, what a great interview that is. And what a great person he is. This man now preaches. He stands at the altar and preaches the word of God to people after being so manipulated and confused by evil entities into doing what he ultimately did to himself. But what a great person that is. He got a flip phone now. He got rid of his smartphone, man. Strong person. I don't know if I could do that quite yet. Another good interview is with a doctor. I forget. Dr. something. There's just quite a few really good interviews. If you don't want to watch like the military interviews, he's got really good interviews about food, about culture, about, China. What do you want? He's probably got it on there. Great interviews. I'm listening to one right now actually with his name is they call him Ninja. He was a CIA Delta Force operator over his career. So far I'm like 2 hours in and it's just basically talked about his career. It hasn't really talked about much anything else. But anyway, that's about it. Part 2. Sorry I cut you off the first 7 minutes. Love y'all. Oh yeah, going back to Blue though, man, really quick. Super happy he sent those pictures. Super happy to see Blue's face. Something we did last weekend was we were going to keep one of the puppies, okay? Her name was Luna Bear. we always called her Lenny's twin sister, because even though she was a girl, they were like twins with Lenny. She's like always like super happy and upbeat. You can see like the smile on her face when she's just like walking around. Oh, another car in the ditch. And she ultimately, we couldn't end up keeping fuck, I wish I had my Jeep on me. I'd be helping these people out. That was an older couple. Ultimately, we couldn't keep Luna. Having 3 dogs in the house was just too stressful. The puppy, Luna, would just rile up the other 2, and it was just nonstop in the house. Nonstop. Dealing with 3 dogs, paying for 3 dogs. We could no longer bring all 3 dogs on an adventure with us because there just wasn't enough room in the Jeep. We could squeeze 2 dogs in the back and all the kids in the back seat with like a backpack or 2, and some gear. But ultimately, 3 dogs was the breaking limit, was the breaking point. You'd have to take a second vehicle at this point. And so we decided, I have a friend who was overseas. He got blown up like many people who were combat veterans did. He has been having a really hard time with life, especially lately. If you understand where these people's heads are, then you understand what I'm saying. This dude was not having a good time, and he didn't know really like how much longer he was going to be around for. And a good friend of mine, he met another guy at a Wounded Warriors retreat in Florida who lives in Ohio, and they ended up moving into it with each other on his property. And great guy, name is John, super cool guy too. But we decided that if my buddy Joel wanted Luna, we would give him Luna. We know how attached and how emotional Luna is, just like her mom, just like Blue. So I reached out to him. I explained the situation. I explained that this was not a dog we wanted to get rid of at all. But since we were going to, I'm offering it to you first. I think that you will learn that you needed this dog just as much as she's going to learn that she needs you. And so we drove down to Ohio last weekend. It was a quick trip. I had to work Saturday. I worked Friday, and I had to work Sunday. So, we literally fucking shot down after work Friday. Tried to put as many miles behind us as we could. And Annie did not have a good time. She was sad, depressed, crying most of the way. It was not a good... it was not easy for her. It was extremely hard to get rid of her dog. But ultimately... we were just talking about it yesterday. She just brought it up to me yesterday and says she's glad, even though it was a very hard decision to do, ultimately it was the best decision to do. Man, look at those trees up there. Look at those things just waving. Holy moly, those are about to come down. Look, that one come down. 60 mile an hour gusts on the lakeshore, guys. 60. 60. Man, those things were just whipping. So yeah, we're stuck behind traffic doing about 37, maybe 38. Super hard trip for her. But again, it was for the better, and we couldn't be happier that he already reached out to me in the middle of the night and expressed how grateful he is that I did that for him. He has told me that, none of you guys know him, so, I guess it doesn't fucking matter. He's not going to watch this video anyway. He expressed to me that, I have given him purpose to live again, caring after a family member of mine, and trusting him with the love and care that a family member of mine is going to need. And I'm super happy. He might even come back to the UP. Who knows? That'd be cool if he did. I've known him for many, many years, many, many years. And I'm glad I can help him out because I don't think I could take another close friend of mine committing suicide. This has been fucking rough. And so that's about it. I'll let you guys go now. I've caught up to these cars, so I need to slow down even more. Crack a window, getting a little hot in here. I love you all, man. Love, peace, chicken grease, guys. Stay positive, stay strong, keep your faith. If anybody's working, wondering if I'm still like grinding, working out, I'll tell you right now, I have not been. Basically, since I started this job, since I started this working the mine, working this mill job, you guys have, and I don't give a fuck about judgment. This is like incredibly. I'm usually there already. It's 8:30. I'm usually here already by 8, and I'm not even fucking close. I'm still like an hour away. We're doing 12, 14-hour days, plus an hour and a half travel each way. I mean, it's fucking brutal. I'm dying by the end of the day, but it's a big job. I'm getting a lot of money to do it. 6 days a week. Sacrifice the whole week with my kid. Not what I want to do, but in order to gain the things I want to gain in the future, is what I've got to do. So, y'all stay blessed, stay positive, and stay high. Fuck, I don't know. Just kidding. LOL. Peace out.